All right, it's Tuesday, April 19, 2022. Just a couple minutes before 8 o'clock. I've been up since about 6. So, this is not the way you want to start your day, but it turns out okay, so don't freak out. So, I wake up about 6 or so. I was probably watching TV last night till after midnight. It's like, well, what else am I going to do? Had a couple things I could have done on the phones or on the internet, but I was getting burned out on that, so I'm like, I'll just kill some brain cells, watch some TV. Anyway, it's about 6 o'clock in the morning. Just before I fall asleep, I'll look outside. Yep, bike's still there, no problem. Wake up this morning, bike should be there. Bike is not there. Right? So let's go find the bike. Anyway, so I'm thinking about it. I'm like, well, it's already gone. I'm not in a big hurry anymore, right? I'm like, if I got to deal with talking to security and the police and everything, I'm going to at least go find some coffee. So I had breakfast this morning at the buffet. And after I had that all taken care of, I'm like, all right, no problem. Now we can function a little bit. So I start walking towards the front desk from the buffet, which is just over the way, and look up in front of me, and here's a security officer lady, and I was like, hey, I think my bike was stolen. She's like, oh, what's it look like? I'm like, oh, it's got a solar panel on it. I figure that's pretty good identifier. She's like, oh yeah, we got that. I'm like, oh, okay. Because I'm literally going through the steps here. I'm over 900 miles from home. I'm more than halfway to San Francisco. I've got all this stuff. Option 1, buy a new bike. I actually have that other solar panel now. But it's like I couldn't fabricate anything, right? It would make sense to go back home. All right. So then I think rental cars. St. George is only 30 miles away. That seemed like where all the rental cars are. There didn't seem to be anything on Google for rental cars here in Mesquite. So anyway, I'm just kind of like doing triage. It's like, okay, mission must go on. How do we do it? The bicycle itself wasn't anything special. I've got spare wheels and motors at home. So I was just kind of going through the steps. Would I duplicate this, or would I make something simpler? Some of the other parts, like that one with the lights on, that's expensive. The other stuff is relatively inexpensive. So I was just kind of starting to go through the process in my head. It's like, okay, rental car, 2 days drive back home, catch a ride out to the ranch, and start making a new one, right? Anyway. So fortunately, somebody thought that it was abandoned sometime between midnight and 6 in the morning, and so security picked it up and rolled it into the building for me. So, yeah. So I didn't lose my bike after all. And I just remember thinking, it's like, the poor people that stole the bike don't know that the back wheel is screwed up. I could just imagine, and then the front tire is flat, and everything else, but. Yeah, I'm like, maybe I'm better off not doing civilization anymore. When I'm sleeping out in the middle of nowhere, I'm next to the bike. Ain't nobody gonna mess with it then. So, retards. Anyway, we still got a bike. The mission will go on. Anyway, much boredom and no productivity at all today. Aside from almost thinking I was getting, having the bike stolen, I did knock off a couple little things off my checklist. The front tire had a slow leak from getting a piece of wire stuck in it, so I patched that. Patched one of the spare tubes. The found solar panel the panel that I found on the road, I wired it and tested it, so I can plug it in to the system now. Okay. I didn't get much to test on it because the battery was completely full. So, it seemed like it was going to work, so I guess we'll try it out sometime. Honestly, I'm going completely stir crazy in here, and it's like, what am I going to do? I could go out for a ride and get more flat tires. It was also pretty windy this afternoon, so that's the next thing is, yeah, what's going to happen? I'm going to finally get, I'm thinking the wheel should be here tomorrow, but I don't know if it's going to be here in the morning, here in the afternoon. I'll probably get the room tomorrow night again, and then hit the road, and hope that weather cooperates. Yeah, spend 3 days here, and then, yeah. Life, it's very annoying some days. So anyway, this is the opposite end of hunker down in the bunker, I guess. Stay tuned. Tomorrow should be more exciting or something. Yeah. Bye.